Please subscribe.
When manufacturers are not introducing new vehicles to fill the nooks and crannies that stay between sections, they are altering the shapes and sizes of current models to better fit the boundaries which have solidified since those cars were introduced. With the all-new 2018 Equinox, Chevrolet is performing the latter. The new Equinox has been downsized to more closely align with other compact SUVs like the Honda CR-V, the Mazda CX-5, the Ford Escape, and the Toyota RAV4, and in the process the Chevy is now a much better vehicle. Engines with peak torque high in the rev range paired with automatic transmissions that upshifted too early made for a lethargic mix on the street. The new 2018 model wishes to suppress those memories with a revamped engine lineup. The Foundation, turbocharged 1.5-liter inline-4 with its small 170 horsepower may trigger flashbacks, but the discretionary 2.0-liter turbo that replaces the prior 3.6-liter V6 as the step-up option has much longer life, and it matches with the brand-new 9-speed automatic transmission that's smooth and well-equipped. The reduced power peaks make more sense for a small SUV that will probably spend the majority of its time tooling around town and is better when the oomph is readily accessible. Boosted engines may have turbo lag, and, put to the floor of the Equinox, there is a definite pause until the bowstring is discharged. If the car senses wheel slippage, it triggers an alert to the instrument cluster indicating that the driver switched to all-wheel drive, which can be accomplished by pressing a button on the middle console. Engaging the AWD system also clears the torque steer, but in either manner the 2.0T seems officially fast, significantly more than the 1.5T. The steering is well weighted with proper heft. There's a little bit of drama on center, which can cause somewhat vague turn-in, but is very good for relaxed freeway cruising, yet the car responds faithfully to inputs without feeling disconnected. The new Equinox feels a lot more agile than before. The cabin is quiet, the feeling of isolation improved by a chassis and suspension setup that is more elegant than in the prior Equinox. There's a smidge of body motion, especially some dive during hard braking, but the suspension is firm and well damped, largely keeping disturbances to a minimum. Pack and play. The new Equinox is not knockout gorgeous what little crossover is, but the brand new styling provides a controlled, handsome appearance, like a post-haircut Gordon Hayward. The headlights no longer encroach into the hood's land, and the grille, which now features active shutters, is wider and higher. The back similarly emphasizes width. The new model is just 0.9 inch lower and 0.1 inch wider, but it seems more squat. Stacked vertical taillights are replaced by horizontal lamps which are visually connected by a full-width crease throughout the liftgate. The body sides get different creases and character lines, while the wheel arches are not as pronounced than before. Chevrolet says the vehicle is some 400 pounds lighter than its predecessor, but we will have to place the Equinox on our scales to learn the real weight savings. Unlike what could be expected, the smaller size doesn't mean a decrease in interior space. In actuality, the new Equinox has almost precisely the same amount of overall passenger room. Cargo volume with the second row seats stowed is roughly the same, while volume with the back row up loses less than 2 cubes. Inside, where the previous version looked almost instantly dated, the redesigned version looks more timeless even while keeping the overall T-shaped design of the dashboard and center stack. There are layered swoops and gently rounded corners, however, as well as a new Equinox stitches the trapezoidal infotainment home and center air vents for a tablet-like display embedded into the dashboard and surrounded by wing-like vents. Physical radio and back buttons, that are redundant to the touchscreen controls, are valued and are simple to use. And smartphone integration is as simple as it gets. Tip and equipped. If there's a drawback, it is the 2.0-liter model begins at greater than $30,000 in front drive trim. You will want all-wheel drive, which then bumps the cost to almost $34,000, and it is likely to drive an Equinox 2.0T to over $42,000. The accessible turbo diesel engine price is even more. That pricing puts it in the expensive end of its competitive set, and it is worth mentioning that just over $40,000 will get you a Mercedes-Benz GLC class, albeit one without choices, a tiny bet from Chevrolet contemplating the nameplate's reputation for mediocrity. However, with the 2.0-liter motor, the new Equinox is an important step up from its predecessor, and an Equinox buyer no longer have to make excuses to people behind the wheel of crossovers such as the Mazda CX-5 and the Honda CR-V. It simply does everything well enough to create nearly any buyer happy.